One of the common questions a lot of medical aspirants tend to ask, especially those who are already in the university or who just got admitted into the university but were offered courses that they do not like, is how to change their current course of study and study their dream course after graduation without having to start all over from 100 level or year 1. A lot of these aspirants who are already in the university or who have spent a number of years trying to secure admission into the university to study their dream course but have been unable to do so, and are thus now settling for a course they do not like, are unhappy and unfulfilled. They are constantly looking forward to how they will change their current course of study and study their dream course or some other course that is closely related to their dream course. They are unfulfilled, demotivated, and may or may not hate everything that has to do with the course they were offered. Usually, they make several attempts to leave the course, especially during the early stages of the admission, by writing fresh Jamb examinations, maintaining a very good result or cumulative grade point average that will enable them to transfer or switch to the preferred department in their second year or third year in the university, or searching for partial or full scholarships that would enable them to travel abroad to study their dream course. Some of these students will go as far as writing Jamb examination every single year, even up to their fourth year or fifth year in the university, depending on the course they are studying. Those doing A levels, such as Joint University Preliminary Examination Board, popularly known as JUPEB, or Interim Joint Matriculation Board, otherwise called IJMB, are not left out. A lot of students who find it difficult to gain admission through JAMB enter into these programs as an alternate admission route. They pay very expensive school fees, accommodation, or hostel fees, and sometimes compulsory feeding fee. The universities running these programs may or may not have a defined limit for the number of students they admit into these programs. So there is usually a massive crowd of students competing for available admission slots, seats in the lecture halls or classrooms, and an inherent fear that they may fail or might not do well in the program. These A-level students face a lot of pressure from people around them and a lot of pressure from within. Yet they are not guaranteed of passing or getting admission into their dream courses, regardless of whatever struggles they might have gone through if they don't pass the exam very well. Hello there, this is MedZone TV, home to medical school excellence. MedZone TV is an online medical community that presents you with a series of well-packed activities ranging from captivating stories, top-notch medical contents, fascinating medical videos, quizzes, monthly challenges, and a lot more you can't afford to miss. Today we'll be telling you about how you can use direct entry to study any medical course of your choosing in your preferred university in Nigeria. Please sit back, relax, and listen. So what is direct entry and who can apply for direct entry? The Jamb Direct Entry is simply one of the means to gain admission into any Nigerian university. It is primarily for individuals who already have a degree or hold an A-level certificate and are interested in going for a degree program in Nigeria. What this simply means is that you must already have a supplementary certificate in addition to your secondary school O-level results for you to qualify to register or apply for a direct entry. So if you're an O-level holder but you don't have an extra certificate, for example a BSc or JUPEB A-level certificate, you cannot apply for the direct entry. Typically, those who gain admission into the university by direct entry will start from 200 level or year 2 in their university of choice, provided they are offered admission. This is the advantage or edge that they have over their UTME counterparts who usually commences their studies from year 1 or 100 level once they are granted admission. All universities in Nigeria, whether federal, state, or private, accept direct entry applications from students and offer them admission into 200 level. Although it is possible that some universities might not be willing or interested in accepting direct entry students, majority of the universities in Nigeria accept direct entry students. What are the certificates or qualifications that are accepted or needed for Jamb Direct Entry? Well, to be honest, the certificates or qualifications required to apply for Jamb Direct Entry admission in Nigeria depends on the course you are intending to study. Just like in UTME where there are mandatory subjects you must write to qualify to study a particular course, like engineering, law, medicine, or education, the same thing applies to direct entry admission. You cannot have a BA or Bachelor of Science in Geology and intend to study a medical course such as medicine, pharmacy, medical laboratory science, physiotherapy, nursing science, or any other medical course. Similarly, you cannot offer mathematics and not biology or zoology in your A-level program and intend to study a medical course in the university using direct entry. You must have a certificate or qualification in the relevant field where it applies. Some of the certificates accepted for the direct entry registration process are a first degree in anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pharmacology, public health, nursing science, physiotherapy, and any other course in the Faculty of Medical, Pharmaceutical and Health Sciences. Other certificates or qualifications accepted for the direct entry registration process include an ordinary national diploma or national diploma in relevant fields, IGMB or JUPEP A-level certification, national registered nurse or midwife, and many more. Usually, there is a fixed grade you must have attained in each of these certifications or degree programs that qualifies you to apply for certain medical courses in certain Nigerian universities. For example, most Nigerian universities only accept first class or second class upper division to study medicine and surgery. Anything below these grades disqualifies you to apply for medicine and surgery. Also, some Nigerian universities prefer or favor certain qualifications over others. For example, some universities prefer or favor candidates with national registered nurse or midwife for the nursing program over the other qualifications. Thus, there is a higher tendency for these universities to admit more candidates with this particular qualification than others. Will you need to sit for or write any examination in direct entry? Well, many years ago when I registered for the Jamb Direct Entry and used it to enter into medical school, I didn't sit for any Jamb examination. At the time of making this particular video that you are currently watching, Jamb have announced that direct entry candidates are more likely not to sit for Jamb examination. However, Jamb also announced that schools are at liberty to set post-direct entry exams for candidates who apply for direct entry into their universities. If you are interested in learning how I got admission into medical school after so many years using direct entry, I've made a video about my journey and experience, and I will be leaving the link to the video in the description. Please click on the link in the description to watch the full video. So what is the post-direct entry exam like, and how many schools write this particular exam? Well, the reality is that some schools in Nigeria does not need you to write the post-direct entry exam while others do. Some universities in Nigeria only require you to submit your academic transcripts rather than for you to write the post-direct entry examination for admission processing. For example, University of Ibadan in Oyo State, Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State, and a few other universities do not require you to write the post-direct entry exam. All they need from you is for you to submit your academic transcript for admission processing. Other institutions will require you to write the post-direct entry examination to be considered for admission. So how do you apply for Jamb Direct Entry? To apply for Jamb Direct Entry, you must first be eligible to apply. That is, you must already have a supplementary certificate in addition to your secondary school O-level. Also, you must know the exact date that the registration for direct entry starts and ends so that you can apply within this period. The registration period usually changes from year to year, so you must be up to date about the time of the year the registration for direct entry opens and closes. Then you must decide which university is best for you and apply through Jamb first. Yes, you must apply through Jamb first. It is important to note at this point that some universities require you to have finished National Youth Service, that is NYSC, if you are a degree holder before you can apply for direct entry. For example, University of Ibadan, University of Benin, and a few other universities require you to have finished national service as a degree holder before you can apply for direct entry admission. Other universities may not require this from you. In fact, I know a number of people who lost their direct entry admission during the screening process that occurs after admission simply because they had not finished their youth service before applying for direct entry. Moving on, after first applying through Jamb, you will need to upload relevant certificates on the Jamb portal. That is, you will need to upload your degree certificate or A-level certificate as well as your O-level certificates on the Jamb portal. Please note that you can also apply with awaiting results. Just apply your results as soon as they are available on the Jamb portal. After application, wait for your university of choice to begin post-direct entry examination or screening exam and write the exam. Pass the exam and wait for direct entry admission list. Can you register for UTME and direct entry at the same time? Well, the answer to this question is no. No, you cannot register for UTME and direct entry at the same time. If any candidate applies for both exams at the same time, such a candidate will be identified, both registrations will be cancelled, and the candidate will be persecuted by the law. In a situation whereby a candidate applies for UTME first and later changes his or her mind and decides to apply for direct entry, the UTME can be upgraded to direct entry by Jamb at no extra cost at all. What this simply means is that you won't need to buy a fresh direct entry form. You only need to log into your existing UTME portal and upgrade it to a direct entry portal. The upgrade registration can take place at any verified Jamb offices nationwide. Just walk into any Jamb office and tell them that you are a UTME applicant and you wish to upgrade from UTME to direct entry, and they will do it for you free of charge at no extra cost at all. Are there any other relevant information about direct entry admission into Nigerian universities that I may have left out at this particular point into the video? Well, I must state at this particular point that direct entry admission is highly competitive. In fact, some will say that it is more competitive than regular UTME admission process. The reason for this could be because of the available admission slots, which is usually less when compared to 100 level admission. Depending on the quota of the school, the slots could range from 6 to 20 or even more. At the institution where I applied and got admitted into medical school using direct entry, the number of students that got admitted that particular year was only 7. This number usually increases or decreases depending on the quota or accreditation status of the school. The number of students that were admitted into 100 level class or withdrawn from the 100 level class the previous year. The number of students who are repeating the 200 level class if the university writes the comprehensive or 200 level promotional examination, as well as many other factors. In case you are wondering what the 200 level promotional examination is all about, we have a video which explains the 6 years of medical school in Nigeria, including all the exams written during this time. I will be leaving the link to the video in the description below. Kindly click on the link to watch the full video. Moving on, to apply for the Jamb Direct Entry, candidates must have a Jamb registration number for their formal qualification or certificate. This number will be used in the registration of the direct entry. Also, the biometrics of all 10 fingers of the candidates will be captured and their photograph will be taken physically during the process of registration. In addition to all of these, the candidates will be required to provide their phone number as well as their national identification number, otherwise known as NIN, during the process of registration. And that is it. The entire process of how to use direct entry to study any medical course in Nigeria explained. Please always make sure you confirm and review the correctness of all your information while applying. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, share and comment to tell us any specific areas or topics you need help in. Also, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please hit the subscribe button now.